Greetings, friends. Here I'm talking about languages again. So, the last video I made, I talked about easy and hard languages or something. I was basically talking about like learning languages within different language families. Example, take two languages, learn French, it's Indo-European, or learn Arabic, which is Semitic, right? Or Afro-Asiatic or something. So completely different structures, grammatically, with the sound system, all the things you talk about with language, they're very, very different. Writing systems, okay, go on and on and on. And that's pretty much, for me, that's how I like to do it, because you get a broader scope of just like language patterns worldwide. Now, the thing that comes up is, and I like to give a shout out to 5 languages for bringing this point up, is because basically you can also go the opposite route. I'm going to pick like a language family, like Germanic. Alright, within Indo-European you have Germanic languages. English, German, Scandinavian languages, Danish, Faroese, Icelandic, Swedish, Norway. Okay, those are the Scandinavian guys. German, English, like I said. Also you have Dutch. That's pretty much it. They're still spoken. A bunch of old ones. You don't study those unless you're a scholar. Okay, so all those languages have similar stuff, like the sound systems, like the sounds, the stress patterns when you speak, and now we're talking about nouns, the way they decline, which depending on the Germanic language, you know, all these different things are very closely related. And a great example is the Scandinavian languages. Okay, you've got Danish, Swedish, and Norwegian. Now there's a certain extent of mutual intelligibility, which basically means people can understand each other when they speak in those 3 languages. A Swedish person can understand, a Danish person can understand a Norwegian person to a certain extent. Alright? Now, the thing is, like I said earlier, I don't really choose to do that, because once I learn Norwegian, for example, I can kind of understand Swedish and Danish, and you know what I mean? There's nothing really that radically different between those 3 languages. However, the point is, shout out to 5 languages for bringing this up, is that when you do that, let's say I studied Danish, Swedish, and Norwegian, you get a strong sense of the subtle differences between those 3 languages, and I think that's a very good thing. Example, for me, I studied Serbo-Croatian for several years, and also I'm doing Russian right now, and Russian is very, 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 it's much easier to learn with the background I have from Serbian, because like the way the nouns decline, the case system is almost it's identical, just the details are different. You know, and it's interesting to see. Takes the Slavic languages. Russian is East Slavic, Polish is Western Slavic, then you have the South Slavic like Croatian. And so all these 3 languages, right, are very close. You could say they're dialects or not, but they're not mutually intelligible, right, understanding. And so it's interesting to like take, for example, the future formation in Slavic languages. So in Russian you have, I'm not going to get into details, right, but in Russian, Polish, and Slavic, the details I don't know, I'd have to look it up again, and they might bore some people, but anyways, like those 3 different languages, Russian, Polish, Serbo-Croatian, the way you form the future is almost identical. Now, you can do it 2 different ways in each of these languages that I know of, and so there's common themes with them, and if you know how to do it in all 3, you can be like, oh, well, Proto-Slavic, right, the language all those descended from, has these properties, you know what I mean? So I think that's a very good thing. And yeah, shout out to 5 languages for bringing that point up. That's all this video is about. My next video is going to be about easy and hard languages again, in different aspects that are considered easy and hard. Shout out to alktrane for bringing that up, alright? Or alktrane. Yeah.